Okay, I'm on the water again today. I'm pretty excited because I've been back in Appalachia for not quite a year yet, but a while, and I have yet to catch a trout. Been doing other things, bass fishing or hunting, whatever, but yeah, haven't caught a trout back east yet. I've only been out once and just scouting a new place. Didn't find any fish. But hopefully we can change that today. As you can see, I'm fishing a really small creek today. On another scouting mission today, fishing some small streams. But yeah, I'm really excited. Not expecting to really get in any fish of much size, but should be fun all the same. Back fishing for some small, beautiful native brook trout. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm really stoked to be able to be out doing it again. So I'm just gonna kind of work my way up the stream, see if I can find any fish, and then walk back to the truck. Just gonna kind of walk up, fish any spots I think might hold a fish. So yeah, we'll see you then. I typically don't actually love using mayfly patterns. Not that they, oh, there's just a take. Not that the mayfly patterns don't catch fish or like they don't work, but I generally have a hard time keeping them. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Oh, yeehaw. There we go. Fish. That is so small. It's definitely the smallest I've had take so far. What a beautiful little fish though. It's kind of cool catching brook trout again where they're actually supposed to be. When I'd catch them out west, it was kind of like always fun because it's my favorite fish, but it always just feels a little discounted because they're not a native fish out there. Off he goes. Yeah, okay. Well, knocked the skunk off, caught my first trout back in the east. As I was saying before that fish rudely interrupted me, mayflies, they catch fish. It's nothing about that, but I just find they after I catch a fish, they don't float so well. They want to just drown, or after a fish, they just get so waterlogged that they don't float anymore. But like a really small foam-bodied caddis like this, just kind of give it a little bit of air and it's dried right off. It'll float again. Yeah, there's fish number one. We'll see if we can find any more. Come on. Trying to shoot that tiny slot over there. There we go. Ah, come on. There we go. Yep. Knew there'd have to be a fish there. Oh, yes. Nice. Fish number two. Another nice little brookie. Sweet. I knew there had to be a fish. Kind of where those limbs are intersecting. There's a little, tiny little deep slot there. I knew there had to be a fish there if I could just get my fly through there. That paid off. Sweet, nice little fish. I love the little gold marks on their back. Kind of almost looks like where a worm tunnels through the ground. Kind of the pattern they make. It reminds me of that. I'm glad to be catching my first trout back in Appalachia, which is really fun, but I'm also breaking in a new rod. Got this nice little 8.5 foot 3 weight. My coworkers actually bought this for me out west when, you know, when I was leaving. It was kind of departing gift as I was moving back to Appalachia. That was a really nice gift to them. They brought me this little rod and had it kind of engraved here, Hill Country Supreme and line weight peckerfish. You know, it's kind of funny, they knew I was going to be fishing these little creeks for the native brook trout again, and you know, I would always talk about fishing the small streams and catching the little peckerfish, you know, kind of named because of their size. But yeah, so that was a really special gift and a nice day to be breaking this in, and really glad to be breaking in the peckerfish special. We'll get back at it. Missed one. Let's see if we'll come back and eat again. It was very, very small. Hey, there we go. Oh, that's a nicer one. Oh, come on. Oh, sweet. It's my best one yet today. Let's let this guy go. Adios. Sweet. Fish number 3, I think. That was a nice one. It's about as big as I was expecting out of this creek, but maybe I'll be surprised with something a little bigger. It's one way to find out. Yeah, sweet. Another little guy. So fun. These little fish in the dry flates are always a ball. There you go. Whoa. Holy cow. Hope that guy doesn't get up. Wow. I'm happy with that fish. Alright, here we go, bud. Sweet. So there's brook trout. Had several of them. They immediately like dive under a rock pretty much. Notice in the west the cutthroat didn't seem to do that. It's like these guys will crawl up in a crevice and feel safe. It's pretty neat. Nice. Another nice little guy. Oh, perfect. Sweet, what a cool place. I'm just gonna fish this creek a little bit further, and go check out another 1 or 2 more creeks that are kind of close by. As I said earlier, this is just kind of a scouting mission today, just kind of having fun, checking out a few new places. We know this one is a success. I'm assuming the other 2 will be as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna work my way up a little bit further, kind of hit it back to the truck and go to stream number 2. If I find any more fish in between now and then, you will see them. If not, I'll see you on the next stream. Alright, well, I'm on the second creek. This is looking pretty similar. A lot, as you can tell, a lot of down trees, a lot of logs, which might make for some tricky casting, tricky fishing, but a lot of good habitat for the fish. But we'll see if there's any trout in here. I'm just gonna work my way up, fish any good spots I see, and hopefully we find some more native brook trout. Well, that's fun. Just kind of walking along, and thought there might be a fish in there. Sure enough, there was. Not the biggest fish, maybe the smallest of the day, but fish all the same. See, buddy? Okay. Well, I've caught fish in both creeks now. Hopefully I can find something a little bigger here. Okay, well, I fished about as far up as I was planning to go. I was a little deceived by the first, I don't know, 30 to 50 yards, all those deep holes and logs and everything, because the rest of the stretch has been a lot less fishy. I mean, not that there isn't fish in here, but just kind of really small slots, really small little spots that a fish could sit. Just not super big pools, not a lot of good fishing spots. I'm gonna fish this one little spot there, kind of dip off that rock, and then get out of here. But yeah, I caught at least one fish here. We know there's fish in here. I've seen several. I've had a few takes, caught at least one. But yeah, just hasn't turned out to be as good as the last creek. So I'll fish this little spot here and then head to spot number 3. All right, well, I'm on the third and probably final stream of the day. It's a bit bigger than the first two. Same watershed, just kind of different area. I'm excited. This is all 3 of these creeks are new to me. There's been fish in the first 2. I'm sure there'll be some fish in here too. So yeah, I'm excited. We'll see if we can find any fish. Oh, wow. Oh, nice. That might be the biggest wild brookie I've ever caught. But I'll get him unhooked and then we'll take a better look at him. Alright, got this guy unhooked and got a picture too. And ready to let him loose. I'm excited. That's, as I said, this is by far the biggest wild brook trout I've ever caught. That's exciting. All right, finally. Like, I know there's got to be a fish in here. I just see a much larger one chasing this one. Oh, sweet, on the nymph. Let's get him released. Sweet. His white fins really showed up on that guy. He was really dark and had really bright white fin tips. That's always cool to see. Okay, so I fished this stream about as far up as I was planning to go. Might walk up a little further, see if I can see anything super promising. Overall, I think I'm fairly happy with this stream. There were a couple really nice big pools, and I caught that one really nice brook trout. Like I said earlier, I think it was the biggest wild brook trout I've ever caught. So that's exciting. I'm really happy with that. Other than that, I'm really underwhelmed on the stream. I'll definitely be back and try it again, because maybe I just hit it at a weird time of day, or maybe somebody came through here and fished this morning or something. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'll definitely be back to check it out. Overall, this day though, so awesome. Praise God. What a cool fun day. 3 different streams, fish out of all of them. They all 3 were new streams to me. Always love checking out new places. Yeah, this is exactly the kind of thing I was missing when I was out west in the desert. Just all the green, you know, lively forests, really shaded, dark. Brook trout fishing is one of my favorite things to do. So yeah, I had a lot of fun today, but I gotta get going. It's gonna start raining in here soon, and I don't feel like getting drenched. So yeah, once again, what a really fun day, and thanks for watching.